Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, when I start this lesson off, be giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still firmly preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere sisters, the Akwath, and Shalom to all the scattered Israelites who are amongst these other nations and look like these other nations. Now this is going to be a quick lesson just based on some fiery judgment from the Lord. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this short paragraph, get some precepts, and Lord's will you're edified. It says 3 dead after upstate house fire. Said the Greenville County Coroner's Office said 3 people were dead after a house fire on Thursday night. The fire remains under investigation. Yeah, so, fairly straight and to the point. Yet another fire from the Lord resulting in the death of a few people. Ecclesiasticus 39:28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And when you look up the definition of appease, it means to satisfy. So these spirits that are created for vengeance are used to satisfy the wrath of the Lord who made them. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. And this fire resulted in the death of 3 people. And that was the Lord's vengeance being brought upon those people. That was his wrath, his anger. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And those 3 people got punished to destruction because they were wicked. And like it says here, Slakia, Psalm 7:11, Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's why judgments like this take place, because that's the anger of the Lord being brought upon wicked people. Deuteronomy 32:39, see now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And through his spirits of vengeance, the Lord killed those 3 people. His spirits of vengeance in this case being fire and death. And like it says, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So it wouldn't have mattered how fast the firefighters got there. They wouldn't have been able to save those people out of the hand of the Lord. Psalms 9:16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegeon Selah. And that's right. So this fire that resulted in the death of these 3 people was the judgment of the Lord, which was executed through his spirits of vengeance. And those people who died, those wicked people who died, they died because of their own wickedness. Whatever that wickedness was, that's what got them taken out. 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And that's right, the Heavenly Father kills. A lot of people can't wrap their head around that, but that's the truth. Like I read in Deuteronomy 32:39, he kills and he makes alive. The Heavenly Father controls life and death. Salakia. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that nobody has ever perished being innocent. So those three people who died, who perished, who were killed as a result of that fire, they were not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. They were wicked. And the Lord was angry with them. And that's why he brought that judgment upon them. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what's happening. Wicked people are reaping what they've sown for angering the Lord with their wickedness in the form of these judgments from the Lord being brought upon them. That is their punishment. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those three people who perished in that fire, it was their time to die, according to the will of the Lord. Because the Lord, he could have had that happen at any time. He could have had it happen a week ago, a month ago. He could have had it happen tomorrow. But he decided that it was going to happen on Thursday night. You know, like we say, the Lord is the one who's in control of when things happen and how they happen and who is affected by them. And for those of us of the hopeful elect, we are supposed to continue to look at these judgments and acknowledge that these judgments came from the Lord. And this is just yet another example of why you're supposed to fear the Lord. Because this is what the Lord can do. He can bring fiery destruction upon you. And he can make it whereas you don't escape. You know, Proverbs 19:23, I believe, says, you know, the fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied, shall not be visited with evil. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here who don't fear the Lord. And that lack of fear means that they're going to be out here doing a lot of wickedness, which is going to anger the Lord, which is going to provoke the Lord unto wrath. And then the Lord is going to dish out some deadly judgment upon them, as we see in that article that I just read. You know, so it's just more, that's just three more wicked people having been removed off the face of the earth. All because of their own wickedness and them angering the Lord. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers, which includes the scattered Israelites who are amongst these other nations and look like these other nations. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up. Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.